sink your heels back a little heavier on, the hips back a little heavier onto the heels. Wriggle the hands forward a bit more so you get more stretch through the waist, the side ribs, around the shoulders, the neck. And drop your attention as though, you know, the stream of your attention is a seed. The analogy often used is a sesame seed. Drop your attention down into your navel. Place of the warmth of intuition. And just keep sending your attention there. If the attention wanders, don't worry. Don't judge yourself. Just see it like a seed and drop it into the navel. And the beautiful thing is that even if you have to do that action, just, oh, my mind's distracted, drop it like a seed into the navel, you know, 50, 100 times during class, or 50, 100 times every 5 minutes, that act itself is a yogic act. The act of training our attention to stay on one spot. And it's one of, you know, especially if you're feeling a bit scattered or when people are new to the practice, it's one of the most effective things you can do. Train your mind, your attention to focus on one thing. In the warmth of the navel, your attention sits like a seed. Lift the chest just a little, like maybe 10, 20 centimeters, enough so that you can wriggle the knees a bit wider. Toes stay together. You're still in child's pose, the knees are a bit wider. Sit the hips back again. You may find here that your hips are restricted and don't fully sit on the heels. That's okay. Reach the hands away. Return the attention again and again and again into the navel. Sesame seed of warmth in the navel. Please come up, again a little higher. This time we go out even wider again. So the knees are out, you know, much wider than the hips here. You may end up wanting to turn the feet out behind the heels. We're here just for 5 really long, smooth breaths. Attention into the navel. The seat of intuition, the warmth of intuition. The care of intuition. At the end of the day, intuition is inherently caring. Please slide forward onto your belly here. Stretch the legs out behind you. Take the hands outside the shoulders, a little wider than the shoulders, and forward a bit. Roll up into cobra. Inhale. And exhale, roll back down. 4 more of those. Elbows high, squeeze the back shoulders. And roll back down. 3 more. Center of the palm really lifts. Draw up through the side ears. The skull hovers off the neck. Hands beside the side lower ribs. Rise on up to a stronger cobra, really pushing the mat away. Downward facing dog, please. Take 5 full solid breaths here. Biceps hug to your ears, inner thighs descend up, back and away. Your attention, like a sesame seed, returns to the warmth of the navel over and over again. Please walk your feet to the top of the mat. Take them just outside the shoulders as you soften the knees, bow on in here. You can hold elbows, interlace hands if you'd like. Maybe hold the back of the ankles. Please relax your hands to the mat. Soften knees. Roll on up one vertebrae at a time. Feet together, hands in Anjali Mudra prayer, and close your eyes. Now feel into the feet. Feel all of the skin on the base of the feet. Spread the 2 toes wide. Ground all 5 toes down. Feel that the whole of the heel is down. The base of the big toe down the side of the foot. Feel that the arch of your foot is gently lifting. And now ever so slightly hug the ankles and the inner shins towards each other, like you're holding a football there between the lower leg. Keep that real activity in the lower limb. We open our practice with 3 Oms. Inhale. Let's move. Reach on up, inhale. From the front hips, tip forward, fold forward, exhale. A flat back, lengthen out please. Downward facing dog, step back. Lift your right leg up behind you please. High plank, draw the knee up to your nose, breathe out. Kick back, inhale. Right knee to right elbow, exhale. Kick back, inhale. Right knee to left elbow, exhale. Stay, step the foot across. Turn the left foot so it's flat and open up into a side plank here. Now feel that the bottom hand is really grounded, the pointer finger is strong. Take one more breath. Downward facing dog, step back please. Lift your left leg, inhale. High plank, knee to nose. Kick back. Left knee, left elbow. Kick back. Left knee, right elbow. Stay there. Shoot the foot across. Turn the back foot to be flat and lift here into your side plank variation. For 3. For 2. Last one. Return to downward facing dog. Don't rush the transitions. Come forward, high plank please. Inhale. Place your knees for this first one. Chest forward of the fingertips, lay all the way down on the belly. A small cobra, press the feet, squeeze the shoulders. Downward facing dog, please. Breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Look to the top of the mat, make your way up to the hands. Lengthen out, skull to tail. Bow, push your feet down into the mat. Rise up, hug the lower leg like it's holding a football. Bow forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank this time, step back and hold. For 3. For 2. Now, if for any injury reasons you need to put the knees down, please do. Otherwise, this time bring the chest forward and down. Bend the elbows as long as the hips don't sag. It might only be an inch. At that point, you stretch the toes back, lift on up. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward, top of the mat, step or maybe jump up. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise up, breath in. Bow forward, breath out. Halfway lift. High plank, again hold. If for injuries reasons you need to put the knees down, please do that. Chest forward, shoulders no lower than the elbows. You come as low as the hips don't sag. Then flip the toes, rise up. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Look forward, top of the mat, step or jump. Halfway lift. Bow. Rise up, reach up. Fold forward. Halfway lift. High plank to low plank. knees or toes, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Top of the mat. Halfway. Bow. Now where's your attention? Rise on up. The attention like a seed. Fold maybe 50, 100, 500, 1,000 times. Halfway lift. You keep sending it into the warmth of the navel. Back bend. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Empty the whole breath. Top of the mat. Feet together, halfway lift. Bow, exhale. Chair pose, reach up, take a breath in. Now catch the attention straight away. Where's your attention? Sesame seed in the navel. And this is so key for our chair pose. You can feel the lower back's warming. You've got to draw the navel back to support you. It's so key for awakening this intuition. Take a breath. Elbows come out wide. You've got 4 of those, so you reach up, then elbows wide. For 3. Notice if you've left the thighs, and that means you've lost heat in the navel in the lower back. Sit deeper, let them grab your attention. Last one. And bow forward, please. Halfway lift. High plank to low plank. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Please silently lunge forward. So you feel like you're going super slow. There's no kind of swinging and stomping. And take the right hand to the sky and look on up. Feel that top shoulder kind of loop, almost like the shoulder blade kind of settles onto the back. And then notice if this side hip has sat out to the side a lot, hug it back in behind the knee. Last breath. Place that hand, please. Reach on up, crescent lunge, inhale. Warrior 2. Back foot turns to the side, front foot to the front of the mat, and the knee goes out to the little toe. Now find your eye gaze steady. Where is your attention? Take a breath in. Interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale. Fold on down inside that front leg. Stay here for 5. It's very common for us to see the hip lift up and away. But as long as there's no injury in that hip, can you please do the opposite? Sit the hip down towards the front heel. Yes, you'll feel it. Yes, there'll be sensation there. But we're trying to open it up and warm it. And the good thing about a big sensation is it holds your attention here. It's like it's there, it's in your face. It asks you to be present with what's going on. Last breath. Hands to the mat. Please take downward facing dog. Other leg, lift the left leg high, please. Inhale. Now don't stomp it. Your goal is for the foot to be silent. Go slowly as you lunge forward here. If you've kind of done a swing and a stomp and you heard it, kick back and do it again. Slow, 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 and silent. Lift the left hand, look on up. Allow that top shoulder to loop onto your back. Left hip to sit down behind the left heel, and both feet are really active. One more breath, focus your attention. Look forward, step up to the top of the mat and bow forward, please. Halfway lift, inhale. Bow, exhale. Chair pose, sit on down. Thumbs high but low. Elbows wide. Reach back up, inhale. Fold forward, please. Halfway lift. High plank to low plank. Back bend. Make sure you lift the hips if you're straightening the arms. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Silently take your time like you're moving through water. Right hand lifts, twist. Back down. Crescent lunge. Warrior two, where's your attention? Hands behind your back. Humble warrior. Hip lower, stay, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg high. Step on through. Left hand lifts. Back down. Reach up. Warrior two. Interlace. Fold. Stay. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips and heels. Top of the mat, step or jump. Halfway. Bow deeply. Chair pose. Elbows wide. Reach up. Fold forward. Half lift. High plank to chaturanga. Back bend. Down dog. Right leg. Step on through. Where's your attention? Right hands, turn it as a seed. Back down into the navel, over and over. Reach on up. Warrior two. Reverse. Attention in the warmth of intuition. That's not what we did. Interlace and bow. Let's stay. Breath in. Hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Left leg. Lightly step through. Left hand to the roof. And place it down. Reach on up. Warrior two, please. No reverse here. Hands behind the back. Humble warrior. Stay, breath in. Hands to the mat, down dog. Stay, breath out. Lift the right leg again. Take a big breath here. This time draw the heel over to the left butt cheek and lift and open up through the inner thighs for 3. Check that the back ankle is still square, like straight out from the hip. Both armpits trying to turn back towards the mat. Last breath. Then just as silently as before, lunge the foot outside the right hand. Go slow, don't rush it. Try not to use momentum. Use strength. Good. two. So the front foot's forward, back foot's out to the side, and you reach on out to the left diagonal of the mat. Your intention here is for the hips to be down in warrior two, and for the chest and the upper body to be in downward facing dog. Stay here for 3. Stretch the hands away a little bit more, and really feel that you sit into and draw the inner thighs back. For 2, stay there, sit even deeper again. Last big breath like that. Return back to the top of your mat. Lift the back heel, then slide it in. Sit down on your left hip and reach the right leg forward. We reach on up high, take a big breath. Lean forward, bow on down over that thigh. Rise up, reach up, big inhale. Hands beside you, fingertips face the side, stomp the left foot and lift the hips. Hips down, reach on up, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise up, reach up, inhale. Hands back, stomp left foot, hips rise. 3 more. Reach and fold. Reach, lean back and lift. Where is your attention? Sit down, reach, and sometimes the mind kind of protests, like it's like, I'm bored of focusing on this sesame seed. I'm bored of focusing on the navel. That's okay, keep going with that. Let it be bored. Because at some point there's a flip. Lean forward. Rise on up, reach up. This time take the hands back, lift the hips, stay for 5. Turn the biceps to the side for 4. 3. If you want more from this, just lengthen the other leg, lift up for 2. Last 1. Sit down where you are, cross the ankles, downward facing dog, please. Keep focusing the mind. Don't worry if the chatter of the mind has decided it's bored. Focus on the navel again and again and again. Left leg high. Draw the heel up and over to the right butt cheek. Ankles square, armpits to the mat. Just the hips and the ribs are turning. And there becomes a flip at some point where no longer are you kind of led by the lower mind being like, I'm bored, I don't want to focus like this, give me something entertaining. To the higher mind, getting bored of the lower mind's distractions. It's like could you just give it a rest? The higher mind gets there. And can you keep working towards that place? Look forward. Lightly lunge silently. No rush. It's really slow. Almost like the legs moving through thick mud or chocolate. Lunge outside the left hand. Right foot turns to face the side of your mat in warrior two. And you reach the hands away as if doing down dog. Drop the head, drop the shoulders, drop the armpits. The hips are stretching back into warrior two. The hands, the fingertips, the chest are dropping low into down dog. 2 more breaths. Mind, a sesame seed in the warmth of navel intuition. Walk your hands back, please. Take a low lunge inhale. Then slide that back knee in. This time the left leg stretches forward, right leg bends. Reach on up, inhale. Lean forward and bow. Reach up, inhale. Stomp the foot, hands back, lift your hips. Sit down, reach up. Fold forward. Keep moving. Float through them slowly, mindfully, with care. And flow through them in a way that doesn't pull on the mind that much. That it's not so distracted about kind of the movement, and it's more interested in landing in the warmth of the navel. You know, and if you're already up to sort of 50, 100, 500 times at this point of reminding yourself to focus on this midsection, to harness your attention, that is an amazing thing. It's no different to weightlifting. You know, you've done 50, 100, 500 repetitions of weightlifting your attention. You're going to see some effect from that. Last one. Hands behind, stomp the foot, lift the hips for 5. If you want to take both feet out, you can for 4. Squeeze the back shoulders, you can drop the head. Last one. Please sit the hips down. Cross your ankles, downward facing dog. Take 3 smooth breaths. Right leg lifts, please. Again, like you're moving through mud, through chocolate. So just the sense of not swinging the leg in the lunge and doing it mindfully works your abdominals. And if you don't like doing sit-ups, crunches, planks, great. Then do your lunges really well. Good. Hold it there. Right hand to the sky again. And as we twist around this navel and physically remind ourselves of that area, feel the heat there. Last breath. And return back to your lunge. Reach your hands out forward and lift the back leg to come into Warrior 3. And once you've got it, bring the hands into the heart. And your key here, guys, is the back foot. If the back toes are floppy, the back leg's going to feel heavy. So what happens if you wake up all 5 toes? Attention in the navel, feel that as the center of this pose. Keep your hands to your heart as long as you can as you start to tip forward into standing splits. Back leg comes higher. When you need a hand to touch down, you can do that. If you would like to grab the ankle and draw yourself in closer, you can do that for 3. Now this is same as the last pose. If your toes are floppy, the whole pose is floppy. Look at your toes. Wake all 5 of them up. Last one. Watch that back foot. Look at that back foot. See it take a really long step behind you. Place the left hand down under the shoulder and wriggle the right foot halfway down the mat. Both feet pointing off to the side. Hold it here, breathe in. Breathe out, bottom hip dips down to the mat. You stretch the top hand away. Just 3 times. Come up and over, lift in that side plank, hand over. Hip lowers. Where's your attention? Train it. like everything else you would train, train your attention. Last one. Now hold it here in side plank. Lift the top leg onto the top thigh. You can help it if you need. From here, squeeze the inner thigh into the foot. Push the foot into the inner thigh. You really need them super glued to each other. Muscularly activate there. Hands to the mat. And turn into a high plank with a tree leg. Keep suctioning the inner thigh. If you've fallen out, try it again. Push back to down dog with a tree thigh. And then walk on back to the ankles into a fold with a tree thigh. From there, slowly roll on up to standing and find yourself in Vrikshasana tree pose. Adjust the foot as you need, maybe higher, maybe lower. Eye gaze steady. Not interested in the mind stuff. We're interested in placing the mind in the navel like a sesame seed. And then feel here, from the warmth of that intuition, not from the thoughts, from the warmth of the intuition, how would you like to take tree pose? Do you intuitively feel like, oh, there's a part of my shoulders that need more opening? There's something more I want from this. Or maybe you can feel intuitively, actually I've been really distracted, let's just be still. Intuition. Sesame seed in the warmth of the navel. And gently draw the knee into the chest. Place it down. Tree pose on the other side, please. Squeeze the inner thighs. Please release your hands. Breathe in. Tuck your chin and begin to roll down, maintaining tree pose. Now it's not core, it's not butt cheeks, it's not shoulders. The key here is to push the inner thigh and the foot into each other powerfully. No perfect needed here. But do bring your presence deeper into your center. Be more present here. What can I do here? What can I try here? What's the possibility here? Maintain the foot and the inner thigh pressing into each other. Walk out to a down dog with tree leg first. Come forward to a high plank with tree leg. And then roll to side plank. Hopefully you're facing the other way to what we were before. Lift the bottom hip for 3. Turn the biceps to the thumbs. What's the possibility here? What can I do here? Last one. Top leg lifts off, places in front and turns to the side of the mat. Breathe in. Hip lowers, stretch the arm away. 3 more, come on up. Lower, stretch the arm away. 2 more, come on up. Lower, stretch the arm away. Smooth breath, your attention, a sesame seed in the navel. On the next one, cartwheel up and over, swivel that left foot, find yourself in standing splits. Watch the toes spark even more. The right leg is up, left foot is down.
Now walk one hand into the heart in prayer. Adjust the weight onto the left leg. Stretch the right leg back. Chest lifts, both hands in prayer for 3. For 2, you're long from crown to back heel, hands off the mat, into the heart in prayer. Last 1, please step back into a lunge. Right hand down, left hand to the sky for 5. And don't worry if you're not quite on your mat, we went all over the place there. For 3. Last breath. Please look forward, step up and fold forward. Take the feet a little wider than the mat this time. Hold the ankles, bow on in. Maybe shake the head yes or no, just be still. There's a flip, it happens quite spontaneously, but kind of look for it because it's a real key. At first we practice focusing the lower mind, the busy mind, the part of the mind that wants entertainment. And if it's used to being really heavily entertained, then it gets a little bit bored of us trying to direct it in one spot. And sometimes it really protests. Like it'll show you something really exciting, some big fantastical story. So that's the first stage of working with the mind. You know, thousands and thousands of repetitions of that. That's the training. That's like the bicep curl of the mind. At some point in doing that, there's this shining through. You can call it intuition, you can call it soul, you can call it higher self. Where this part of you that wants just the best for you, that's really your most luminous version of you, it gets bored of the lower mind. And you have this experience, sometimes it shows up as frustration, where you're like, oh my God, will my mind stop running? Sometimes it's like, you know, you're rolling your eyes and you're like, oh God, here it goes again. Sometimes it's intensely annoying. Sometimes it's really funny. You're like, oh God, is my mind really saying that? They're the good practices when you can really laugh at it. We're looking for that moment. We're looking for that key kind of flip, and then lean into it more. And deepen your presence with that flip. Soften the knees, please. Tilt your pelvis, roll on up to standing, 1 vertebrae at a time. Reach up, inhale please. Eagle pose, take the right hand underneath the left. Squat down, right leg over left. You can wrap it just the knee, or if it's available, wrap the ankle behind the shin, sit lower. There's different ways of doing eagle. For today, lift your elbows higher to stretch the upper back. That took a lot of load in our side planks there. One more breath. Please unwind, reach up, inhale. Change sides, left hand under. Squat, left leg over. Wrap either just the knee, or if you can, the foot behind the shin as well. Elbows up high to stretch the upper back. Three. Please unwind, reach up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift. Walk on out to a high plank here. Hold it for 3. Turn the biceps forward for 2. Take your weight forward. Calmly lay down on your tummy. Now stretch the toes away. Lift up onto your elbows and slide the back hand underneath the front hand. Good, keep that. What we're not aiming to do is to twist our chest to the side. You still would like both shoulders, the chest pointing straight down. Take the other hand in front of that hand and stretch that away. Now a chair stays down. You stretch both fingertips away, grab the mat, wriggle them away more. And at this point you just stay and let the head bow on in. If you can feel a bit of a stretch around the back shoulders, the side shoulders, and that feels good, stay there. If you want more from this, tuck the toes, wriggle yourself forward a little bit so the nose goes forward. Your chest comes up over the arms more. You've got that added weight of the upper body, and you place the eyebrows down. Witness the mind. Flip from the lower mind being bored of you focusing it to the higher mind having a laugh at the busyness of the lower mind, the unnecessary spinning of the lower mind. Please gently lift the head, unwind the arms, and swap to the other way. So the arm that was just in front now comes under first. The chest is facing down, armpits are facing down, shoulders are facing down. The other hand is in front. Both palms are down. You wriggle the fingertips away and let the head drop. You might like where the stretch target's here. If you want more, tuck the toes, wriggle the hips, the shoulders, the body weight up over the arms a bit more. Please gently unwind. Stay here on your tummy. Place your eyebrows down and push the top of your feet into the mat. You want to keep those down the whole time with this one. Take both palms behind the head. You can interlace them if you'd like. Lift your elbows up nice and high. Now lift the head and the shoulders up. Push your head up into the back of the hands. Breathe in. As you breathe out, the elbows lower down. Wrap around the temples, around to the front and the sides of the head. You've got 4 more of these. Inhale, elbows wide. Really squeeze them high. Feel the back of the shoulders squeeze a lot. Elbows down. The feet stay down. This is just upper body. Lift on up. Big inhale. Lift up the pelvic floor, drawing up between the front hip bones. 2 more. Lift on up. Lower the elbows. Feet are down. Front lower belly lifting. Lift on up. Navel to back body. Lower elbows down. Now you can rest here if you need or come back on up. Stay. If you've taken the rest, come back up. Rejoin us, please. And you pulse your elbows higher for 10, 9, 8. Just a little pulse like an inch. 6, 5. Really feel like getting into the back shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Please relax the hands beside you. Turn the head to the side and breathe. Feel the heat in the back shoulder muscles that we just squeezed. Maintain presence with them as you turn back to your eyebrows. Pick your heels up behind you, reach back, hold the ankles. Squeeze the shins like they're holding a football and kick up, back and away. Feel the skull floating off the neck. And now deliberately squeeze the muscles in the back shoulders that we just worked. Hopefully you can feel them, they got really hot then. Notice if your chin is jutting forward, tuck it in please. Lengthen out the neck, it's part of the spine. Last breath, lift a little higher. Relax on down, turn the head to the side and rest. The mind, a sesame seed, planted in the warmth of your navel. Please place the hands beside the ribs. Press the top of the feet into the mat. Squeeze the back shoulders again, that same place we were working with the elbow bend. It should be nice and warm, hopefully. Then lift on up into up dog. The feet press, the thighs lift, the hips lift, the triceps turn, biceps turn forward, triceps turn back. Lift the skull off the neck. Nice big breath. Place the knees, child's pose. Take child's pose. Child's pose. Come to all fours kneeling, please. Lift the right leg up behind you. Put that knee behind the left knee so they're crossed. Now turn the feet out to the sides. They get out of the way so that as you come back, you're not sitting on any feet. Keep moving the feet if they're in the way and you sit down onto the floor. If you're sitting on a foot, lift, come off it, sit on the mat please. Some people will be fine here. If you're fine, you're going to side bend up and over to the left. If this isn't working for you, you might need to put just a cushion or a blanket underneath the hips. If it's still not working, you might need to lengthen the right leg forward and just have the left leg crossed over. We're in a side bend here. Then come on up, side bend the other way. Come on up. Check that both legs are crossed again, lean forward, return to all fours, unwind, and let's do the other side. Left leg comes up, put it behind the right knee. Feet need to turn out of your way, so they turn wider, and you sit back off the feet. If you end up sitting on a foot, push into the hands, lift your hips and move the hips off the foot. And this time side bend to the right. Your options, if it's not working, is something underneath the hips or to straighten out that bottom leg. Please come up, change to the other side. Please rise up, turn around, make your way onto your back. Begin with the knees and the chest, just kind of rolling them one way, then the other. Maybe rocking them side to side, forward and back. Place them in a twist to one side as you're ready. Rise through the center, please. Change sides. Please rise through the center. If you need some warm clothes, a blanket, socks, a jumper, go for that now. As you stretch the legs away, place them hip distance. Turn the palms up and close your eyes. Just take a moment, take the right arm, the whole of the right arm, the right shoulder, and feel how can I place that arm in its most open, relaxed, effortless way. Turn the palm up. There's a lot of little sensory points in the palms, and we want to have them free. And then do that with the left arm, kind of feel like place it, where is the best place? You might try a few places. Where does it feel the most relaxed, at ease? Palm is facing up, so the senses and the fingertips aren't distracted, busy. Now do that with the right leg, kind of feel that out. Where is the ideal place for the right leg for ease? And the same thing with the left leg, where's the ideal place for the left leg for ease? Now check in with the hips, the spine, maybe even the different segments of the spine, like the lower, middle, and then the upper back, the shoulders, the neck. And now your head. Sometimes the lower mind gets really busy here and tries to entertain you again. If I was taking you through a guided meditation and we were doing imagery and visualization, and you saw some interesting things, there might be some purpose to that. But that's not our purpose right now. So if your mind's kind of bringing out really exciting images or colors or all this kind of fancy stuff, like, woohoo, this is fun. Can you entertain the idea that that might just be the lower mind trying to entertain you again? And can you see that stuff, just like anything else, the mind getting distracted about something in your body, something you've done today or yesterday or have got coming up? Can you see any entertaining that it might be doing now as part of the seed? All of it, just the mind's distractions, and your goal is to harness the seed and place it in the warmth of the navel. Once you've collected it, we watch from the higher mind, higher wisdom, intellect. Practice for 2 minutes, Kaya Stira. So Stira means steadiness, stillness. Kaya is almost like radical stillness, where you really commit to no fidgeting at all. Super still for 2 minutes. come to seated for meditation. It can be cross-legged, kneeling, or perhaps sitting in a chair. Try to fuss as little as possible, just come straight there. Mind a sesame seed in the navel. And the sesame seeds represent what we call some skaras. Some skaras are repetitive patterns in the mind. Something that you spin over and over and over. The pattern that you might have spun, that you might have trained hundreds of thousands, millions of times over your lifetime. And if that samskara is not working for you, if it's creating suffering, struggle in your life, then as you place that sesame seed in the navel, you're looking to begin to burn it off. The heat of the navel, Agni. And it might take a lot of repetitions of placing that sesame seed in the navel. You know, over life, 1,000,000 times you're focused on growing and growing and growing and nourishing that sesame seed. Then it's not going to burn off in the fire of the navel in one focused class. It's too big for that. Start to break it down. As wonderful and as nourishing as the physical practice is, and as important as it is for us to be well, to be able to sit, to be able to focus, to be able to harness our attention, it's in the seat of meditation that we dissolve our samskaras. Sesame seed in the navel. Watch the mind. Sit back from any desire of the mind, those sesame seeds to dance around and try and be entertained. Sit back from that. Please bring your hands into Anjali Mudra prayer. Three Oms. Inhale. Namaste.